Hi, I'm going to do a quick demo of Video Bounding Box. So as you can see, we have a ton of different data programs in our dashboard, and you can input audio or text or images or video. You can mix and match all these data programs to solve arbitrarily complex use cases. But today I'm going to show Video Bounding Box. So the input is a video, the output is a video where objects are being tracked. And let's give it a try. I'm going to upload that sample you saw, and I've pre-filled these instructions in a separate window. So you want to first type in your instructions. You want to make sure these are super detailed and explain edge cases, things like that. We have a workshop for this to help you out. We audit instructions if you already have them and you'd like us to provide that service. And then we go ahead and enter the classes that we want and the chunk duration that we want to split this video into. If there's an event which we can use to split it, then we can go ahead and set that up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and as an admin or as a data scientist trying to get their data labeled, this is all you have to do. You submit the data and you wait for it to come back. But let me show you what it looks like in our labeling portal. Okay, so here you see that I have the first frame in that image, in that video, and this one is 3 seconds as I entered into the initialization. And my job is to annotate a butterfly. So I see a butterfly here, and I draw a box around it. Then I go to the last frame in this video segment, and I fix the box. And I'm going to let our interpolation algorithm do most of the work. So we can see that it's not perfect, but it saved us a ton of work already. So let's go and look for where it's not great. Now, this is a linear interpolation algorithm, so if the butterfly changes direction, that's where I want to focus my attention. And I don't need to label too many frames. You can see I'm kind of going halfway between frames, and sort of like a binary search way to find the frames with the most error. So I'm looking at the halfway points between frames. Okay, so here you saw me label, let's say, 8 frames in a couple, and we can see it's quite good. So I've labeled again about 10 out of, I don't know, 75 frames. And so I submit that butterfly. Now it goes on to the next person, and I want to tag another butterfly class. I can correct previous butterfly annotations, or I can go ahead and say that there's no more butterfly annotations and click submit. Next is this lovely guy, which I have dubbed as Bigfoot. And again, start with the first frame, go to the last frame, edit the bounding box, and then see where it fails. And this one, he's not moving much, so you can see it's quite well, and 3 frames, and I'm all done. So I'm going to go ahead and submit. There's no other frames here, or no other Bigfoots here. And the next thing is an apple. There are no apples, so I'm going to go ahead and submit. So what happens next? It's happening in serial right now, but it would have been happening in parallel in our production system where there's multiple labelers. I'm just doing the demo by myself. So now this is the second segment that the video has been split into, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to label the butterfly and go from the first frame to the last frame. And so we can see that there's been very rapid shift in the scene. And so when that happens, what I'm going to do is find the last frame before the switch and the next frame right after, and then play the video. And we can see that it's quite good. There's a couple errors where the butterfly has moved. We can see that with just one adjustment, it gets way more accurate. So I can keep playing around with this and get it perfect, but we'll say that's the butterfly. We would do the same thing with Bigfoot, and what will happen is that when these are stitched back together, it'll identify when the same objects go across different clips and automatically join them so that you don't have multiple instances of the same class when it should be a single object. Okay, great. So what's next? So I've gotten my job back after I've completed it, and then I review it if it's incorrect or correct. So this is back in our admin portal. You review a job. You see that, well, there's no bounding box around here, so mark this as incorrect. We see this video has bounding boxes, so I want to watch it, make sure that it's accurate. And does it look good or not? All right, and there's that apple that we didn't see in the frame I labeled. And what we see here is it's correct. I can send again for labeling if it's not, or edit the output and correct it. Makes it super easy to review data. And we see there's a ton of other functionality here. I'd love to go into detail and give you a demo on your specific data set. Hoping to chat soon. Thank you so much for your time.